There's 4 playoff games this weekend. Top of next hour, Greg Cosell. You can't miss this. He's terrific. Greg Cosell, NFL Films, almost 40 years, will break down what to look for this weekend in these 4 huge playoff games. Now, the first thing I do every week is I look at the lines from Vegas, and then I get ready for Blazing 5. And I pick the 4 or 5 games I like. But I don't do Blazing 5 for the playoffs. And the reason is because the reason Blazing 5 works is because I have 15, 16 games to choose from, and I can choose just 5. But when you only have 4 games, I looked at the lines this weekend, and there's 4 games, and there's only one team I really like. There's only one game I would bet if I was going to bet football this weekend. And I know I'm from Seattle, but you know that's never cared. I don't care about that stuff. My job is to be honest, not to support my birthplace. I like the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are a slight favorite, 1.5. That's what Vegas says, over the Seattle Seahawks. And I think Dallas is going to win the game. That would be the game I would bet. That's the game I feel strongly about. Now, first of all, it's obvious. Dallas has become a couple of different teams. There is the Dallas Cowboys offense without Amari, and then there is the Dallas Cowboys offense with Amari, and it's not real hard to figure out. It's way better. I'll put them on the screen for our FS1 viewers. This is a completely different offense post-Amari Cooper. Now, fans look at teams. This is what fans do. They tend to look at teams just one record. We're 12-4. Coaches and GMs do not look at teams that way. They look at teams in quadrants and quarters. For instance, Kansas City's 12-4. Woo! They're 3-3 in their last 6, and 2 of those 3 wins are over the Raiders and a home win in overtime. New England since week 4 is better than Kansas City. But if you look, and this is why I like Dallas, if you look at Dallas like a general manager or a coach would look at Dallas, they should be favored here. Let's look at the first quarter of the season for Dallas. They were 2-2. There was no Amari Cooper. You can see their offense, it just wasn't, they were just not. They were 2-2, and they were struggling with everybody. They struggled with the Giants. They couldn't score against the Seahawks. They shouldn't have beat the Lions. They weren't very good. And then the second 4 games, the next quadrant, they were 1-3. They had Amari for just 1 game. And you can see the offense there. It's still not very good, right? That's not very good. And let's go to the third quadrant. Oh, they're 4-0. Oh, no, holy moly, is scoring 31 there and 27 there. Oh, they beat the Saints. And then look at the last 4. They had a dog against Tennessee. Once again, though, or against Indianapolis, which was very predictable, by the way, on the road, off hugely emotional games. Indianapolis at home was absolutely desperate, had to win every week. But you can see the points, 29 and 36 and 27, and this is how you look at teams. This is how general managers look at teams. They do not look at teams and go, we're 12-4. They ask, what are we now? What the Cowboys are now is the most athletic NFL team defensively in the front 7. What the Cowboys are now is rested. Zeke didn't play. Zach Martin, a great offensive lineman, didn't play. What the Cowboys are right now is at home. What the Cowboys are right now is a bona fide real offense with a star receiver and a star back and a rested above-average offensive line playing at home where they're very good, especially if Zeke can get over 100 yards. Dallas has better players this weekend. Seattle is still in somewhat of a rebuilding mode. So there's 4 games this weekend, and they're all coin flips, and I don't feel strongly about any of them. I mean, I think the Colts will win. I think the Chargers second time around will win. But Dallas over Seattle, that one I like. Not doing a Blazing 5 this week. That one I like. Dallas over Seattle by about a touchdown.